What will you experience at a Knock 'em Dead comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knock 'em Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knock 'em Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knock 'em Dead Comedy for your event today.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something, or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes, this is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing?
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock'em Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warms up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
There it is. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knock'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Thanks for joining us. Please share the show. Follow the Twitch channel and share the show on all your social medias. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Governor's Comedy Club Podcast, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube. Thanks for joining us today. It's Friday. Andy is here, of course, and Jen Snorteland is here, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to have you back. Thanks for coming back in, Jen.
So glad to be here.
Always a pleasure to see you. We had a lot of fun the last time you were here.
We always have a lot of fun.
Carol Miner is watching. She says, hello, Carol Miner. Carol Miner's coming up soon. Carol, you bet. She's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I keep telling her she's got to come in here on a Friday.
Hell yeah.
I want to come in not even to be on the show, but just to hang out.
Oh,
when she comes down.
You could be on the show.
I just want to hang out. It's all about her.
Oh, and New York Girl is watching. All right, I guess I'll just say it. Thank you. Everybody's, they're all saying happy birthday. Thank you very much. Today is my birthday. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Thank you. The big 5'3".
I got you a gift.
Oh, come on now.
Aww.
You didn't. Oh, you are magical. It says. You didn't have to do that. That's very nice.
I wanted to.
No, and well, yeah.
Obviously, I did it.
I hope it's like pizza flavored gum or something. Something you would never.
Oh, what is this? I see it's something Comic Sans related. Look at that. It's a
For
picture.
you guys. It's for your desk.
Happy birthday, Tony Walker. Oh, look at that. It's a bunch of Comic Sans.
Oh, it's a bunch of. Oh, it's a picture cube.
It's a picture cube.
How very
cube.
80s of you.
It's a picture cube.
Oh, and you're in one of them.
I am in one of them.
There's one of us. There's me and Don. Knock'em Dead Comedy on. Oh, look at you. Jen Snortland, this is a really cool gift. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, really. Thank you very much.
It's all this stuff from last year that you did.
Yeah.
That's why there's only 6 sides. And 2 of them have fucking text on them.
Yes. So apparently I didn't do much.
It is a cube. But you had a really big year, and I think you always have good years. But this year, because you got to meet me, it was very big for you.
And this picture is cool because my son is in it.
Kind of.
So yeah,
kind of.
It's enough. It's enough that I can tell.
No, I know. No, absolutely.
Yeah, I
no.
was having some trouble with that.
It's
I had other pictures that
extremely thoughtful.
And Bosie's in the middle, so you can't go wrong.
There you go.
That's where it's called Lucky Pierre. In gay sex,
Don't put it in the bag. You can fit it on your desk. That's the whole point.
Oh, all right. I was gonna bring it home.
See,
but for now, you know.
All I got him was 2 Hershey bars because.
Well, I also got us munchkins to celebrate.
I wasn't gonna get fries. This early.
Do you want the bag back?
No, you are magical.
So are you.
I was speaking to a secret friend, and I was like, because I heard on your podcast that you are a very picky eater.
Yes.
And I wanted to get you a bottle of liquor, and they're like, he only drinks water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was gonna get you Voss and like really get you like fancy water, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So then they were like, oh, he likes chocolate, so I guess that's where the Hershey bars come in. And then I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm going to Dunkin'.
So, but I'm intrigued by this secret friend.
It's Don.
Oh.
if that wasn't completely fucking obvious, I don't know.
I didn't know if actually quite a few people know that about me. But
true.
I also
That's
watched
also
that
true.
podcast where you guys were like discussing how like weird you are with foods, and I was
I am very weird.
There are
Like you
several
said, like-
podcasts of that.
Yeah.
Yes, because people seem to get shocked.
It's so great to bring it up to people for the first time, like, cause, like, oh, I'm Tony Walker. I am Italian, and so you start talking about
hate
Italian
pasta.
food, and it's like, nope, just boiled potatoes.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up with salt. I'll take 7 dance of the 7 potatoes.
I get it though. Potatoes are great. Like
They
I
are great.
understand, and it's a shame though because I'm really looking to start up mukbang. Do you guys know about this mukbang?
Oh, it sounds sexual.
It's
so
not
I'm in.
sexual.
Damn it!
At
Should
least
be.
maybe I don't think it's sexual, but it's like in Asian countries, these Asian
sexual.
people. Yeah, there
I'm
you go.
sorry.
Once I say Asia, Andy's already got his like dick in his hand.
No, I just know Asian people.
Yeah.
It's sexual.
The like 3 that I know. So what they do is it's men or women, and they just like eat food on the air, and like they get so many views, millions of views.
I've heard of this. Yeah.
I'm eating food for free
Yeah.
constantly.
Right.
So I
Yep.
was thinking maybe later Andy could like take a bunch of Dunkin' to the face, like take a bunch of these munchkins, and let's see if the views go up.
We'll also see how far my blood sugar
Yeah.
skyrockets.
Yes, Andy.
Oh, I forgot he's a diabetic.
Yes, Andy is. Yes.
That's okay. My mom's a diabetic, so I have insulin in the car.
Nice.
Oh.
I always
Perfect.
have a shot ready to go just in case. I'm on it.
Can I? Well, what about you? Can I take my munchkin to your face? It is my birthday.
Wow. That just took a turn.
Well, we're talking about. Well, we're
I
talking
am
about.
so.
All right, well, it was
innocent
nice
and
knowing you
wonderful.
guys
Yeah, it
being
was so-
canceled.
How could you even say that to this precious face?
Well, that's how much I respect you.
That is true. But yeah, you could throw whatever food in my face. I'll probably fucking eat it. Like, to be honest, I'll try everything at least once, which is like a huge problem in my life.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, that's a loaded statement right there.
It really is, because I'm like, wait, what? And especially if you like call it exotic. And I think it's like, just present it to me like it's fancy, and my dumb shit brain will be
Right,
like,
right. like in France, how they eat that bird, the baby bird.
I don't want to eat a baby bird.
They eat baby birds in
Well,
France.
Is it
it's
alive?
illegal. It's illegal.
Oh.
But there's a type of bird that they will, like, as soon as it hatches, they'll eat it.
While it's alive?
Yeah.
Those fucking French. They won't do shit about a war, but they'll eat baby birds?
Exactly.
I don't know about that,
Exactly.
about doing about a war. I'm going to start getting my French up.
Well, I have to be honest, French food is my favorite food. So I'm upset to hear about the baby bird. But they do food right, like tons of butter. I just had French food like 2 days ago and a shit ton of wine. It was wonderful. And then I did a bunch of whippets.
I hope it was in
I could
the
still-
parking lot or behind a dumpster.
Dude, I burned a hole in my tongue from the nitrous. It's cold. Like,
I'm trying to see the. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. She's not kidding.
I can still taste it.
Oh my goodness.
It was a rough. You know, you ever just have a bad day and you revert back to when you're like 18?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen to anybody. Yeah.
I just don't remember that long ago anymore.
Yeah, it's legal now though.
What, doing whippets?
Yeah.
Oh.
They sell them at like stores.
Well, you know, Billy one time bought a like a nitrous machine.
A nitrous
like
machine.
on a whim. Yeah.
What do you mean a
and he's like,
machine?
I
Like
on
a
a
cracker
whim.
or like a
no, it's
actual
like a
nitrous,
machine
like,
that you load it up and you
get a
inhale.
face mask? No, I have like
Yeah.
the thing where you put it and it pops. I mean, I don't. I've heard, but
And
yes.
it has parts, so the ergo machine. But yeah, and then he was like, I want to return it, but they won't let me.
Yeah, it's gross.
And then so he was going to give it to Winchell, but I think they gave him store credit at the head shop that he had gotten it from.
My girlfriend was the one who, in theory, bought it, and in theory, there's a loyalty program now. And I was like, "There's a loyalty program for friggin' whippets? This is great."
And you're talking about Don again, aren't you?
I'm not. No, sadly, no, I'm not. My best friend Claire. You guys know her. I take her everywhere. You've met her. She's been on your show. She's adorable. She's so gorgeous, thin, beautiful hair, like an Asian.
She's been on my show? I don't
Been
know
on your
who
show, and
you're
you
talking
guys
about.
did the green room for the Barbara C. Wilson thing that I did.
Oh,
The
yes.
bombshell girl. She was
Yes.
hot.
She was hot.
Oh my
Yes.
God, she is hot.
Where
she
was
got
she?
hotter.
Where is she? Why didn't you bring her here today?
So I actually did ask her, and she fell asleep because I wanted to like show up with people and be like, it's a party, and then like try to talk her into like a lap dance.
Oh,
But-
party.
which-
We're here
You
until
said
12:30.
I'll actually shoot her a text, see what's up. But yeah, I take her with me everywhere. I take all my friends with. It's elevator up mentality. If I'm doing something fun, it's like everybody, let's go.
Works for me, man. My mother says, "Happy birthday, baby boy." Thank you, Mom.
Aww.
Yes. New York girl. The memories over the 53 years of Tony when he had hair, no beard, and 2 legs, and was just a little tot. Yes, there was a time where I had 2 legs.
He doesn't eat tots either.
That's right. No, that's true.
Did you say
It's
you had
French
hair?
fries or potatoes.
You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I think I'm getting fired.
Probably.
That'd be great if you were actually hired and getting paid.
I think that it's somebody was supposed to be at the door.
I didn't hear it,
Oh, there's a FedEx.
Yeah, the
A FedEx.
Larry. Come have a seat.
hey.
Hello.
Wow. It's a
Hi.
Frank, good to see
Hi, Frank. I'm Jen.
it's a birthday.
Good to meet you.
It's a birthday surprise, ladies and gentlemen.
How's things, buddy?
My brother has shown up here,
Yay.
and he has brought McDonald's.
Like I said, I didn't think I was going to be able to be out and be able to get fries as early as I get here.
Got 'em now.
Nice.
2 for you, 1 for each.
What? 2 fries for me? No, you can spread that out. There's no way I'm eating 2
it's a little
fries.
too early for
And
French
he
fries,
brought
but
me
that's
a-
so
And again, it's
sweet.
a lot of carbs.
So all of the brothers are bald?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
so cute. I love
Yes.
that.
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah. Did you guys get together on it?
Was it like a Lex Luthor style accident or
What's my
something?
choice?
Oh, same.
What is this?
Open it up.
A shirt of Frankie Avalon?
I love
Oh, there's
Frankie
more.
Avalon.
Oh, is this in regards to my Frankie Avalon story?
It is.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell the story first. So,
Do you want me to help you in something?
actually, well, what I need to do, I need to adjust the camera so we can get Frank on it.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah, it's probably not a good thing, but but I'll do it anyway. So yeah, didn't I just tell the story just on the show just recently? Yeah. So years ago, when I worked for the phone company, my business partner, the guy I was working with, my partner and I were sitting in. We had to stop at the store on the way to our job. He had, I think, bad allergies or something, so he needed to get some like Zyrtec or something for his allergies.
I'm struggling.
Sorry,
here, man.
sorry
Get
about
there.
that. Sorry. So we were sitting in the parking lot. Whatever pharmacy we went to, we had to wait like 10 minutes for it to open. So we're just sitting in the parking lot waiting for it to open. And this woman, she comes walking over, and she goes to the driver's side of the truck. And she's like, excuse me. And we're thinking she's going to ask us a phone question or something. Her phone is broken. We're like, yeah, how you doing? Can we help you? She said, do you guys know Frankie Avalon? And right away, I'm thinking, this guy. But my partner he's all, phone, Mr. Phone. He was just like, no, I don't know him. What department does he work in? And I go, no, she's talking about the singer. And she goes, yes, I'm talking about him. He goes, oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, I know who he is. She goes, I love him. And we're like, what? She goes, I love him. Like, okay. And now I'm starting to giggle. And she goes, she leans in. Again, she's on my partner's side of the truck. She leans in. She goes, tell me I don't. And he's like, what? She goes, I love him. Are you going to tell me I don't? And she just kept repeating these words. I love him. Tell me I don't. How do you know I don't? She just kept repeating it over and over. I'm hysterical. I am laughing my ass off. And my partner's just sitting there like this, like he didn't know what to do. Finally, he had enough, and he just yelled at her. He goes, look, lady, if you love Frankie Avalon, you love Frankie Avalon. I don't give a shit. But with that, she then took her, I'll never forget it, her eyes got wide, and she took 2 steps back. Usually when they take steps back, that means they're going to.
Yeah.
So, and again, she's on my partner's side. So he's looking at her, but he just reaches, and he grabs my arm, and he's just squeezing it, because he thought he was going to get shot in the face. He was just scared to death.
And that helps.
Yeah, well, yeah, grabbing the arm will protect you, yeah. I'm actually still laughing at this point. I was still laughing, but, yeah, so she took two steps back, the eyes got wide, and then she just goes, all right, have a nice day, and she took off. I was laughing for probably 3 days. I'm like that. Weird stuff like that, I laugh my ass off.
That could have been a sex story if you guys had answered properly.
Yes, I think she was looking to get some. Like tell me no.
Like a little anger fuck.
Yeah.
Spank me and tell me no.
'Cause I like, sometimes
and I'll
it's like, yeah.
call you Frankie in bed. So, all right, so I'll...
Mr. Avalon.
Frankie Avalon. So, apparently my brother Frank, not Frankie Avalon, has got me a Frankie Avalon shirt.
Stupid
I know, with a very tough bag. All right, so it has a picture of Frankie Avalon. I saw that much.
Tell me I don't.
Frankie Avalon, I love Frankie Avalon. Tell me I don't. Okay,
Excellent.
That is really cute.
I like
That is
that.
so
there
nice.
you go. All right, well, thank you, brother.
You're welcome, brother.
Thank you.
I love this non-toxic family. Like, I'm not used to things like this. Like, this is really nice. Like,
Non-toxic? Well, you know what it is?
Like, he brought you a gift on your birthday? Like, wow.
Yeah, we're good like that.
That's awesome.
We're not toxic, though. We don't see each other that much. No. So that's probably why we're... You know what? It would
There's
help.
your recipe.
I literally, I
would
do
help if I
not
turned
see
your
my
mic
brother
on.
ever, but a couple weeks ago, he was at 7-Eleven causing some problem by the coffee, and I walked in, it was too late, so I just told the 7-Eleven guy, like, I just gave him, like, the shush, and he knows the cigarettes I buy, so I was like, cigarettes? Literally, he was, like, an arm's length away from me, and I somehow got out like a secret spy.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't see me, he doesn't even, if he's not listening to this, but, like, he
Nobody
didn't see
is.
me, he didn't know
For our next surprise, here he is.
Oh my god, I would literally hide under the desk. But yeah, so it's great to see a family that's like together.
Yeah. And he got me a card too. Did I fart in this card? Maybe. But you opened it and checked. That's worse. And there's a McDonald's gift card.
I was tempted to do what I normally do for people, which is to buy the religious quinceañera
Of course.
cards,
Of course.
give them out.
That's a funny one. That's a good idea.
I never get the proper.
I just changed the ethnicities on the card. I like find like the 2 black people cards that they have where it's like, you're my auntie, and I'm like, there we go.
I just like it being Spanish language.
Oh yeah, see.
I like it.
Of course.
All right, I recognize quinceañera.
Let's see. So let's go back. How about eating baby bird fetus? Oh, wait a minute. That's just eggs.
That's right.
Says Fremder.
And why don't we bathe a dead carcass of a chicken in its own fetus's membrane, and then eat it, fry it up, chicken cutlets. Yeah.
Baby.
Woo.
I heard all the guys from that band Devo were into whippets. Get it?
I
Whip it
do.
good.
Who
Whip it
said
good.
that?
Andrew Fremder said that.
Oh, good job, Andrew.
He's full of
Oh,
wittiness.
please.
Yeah, don't encourage him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't.
Every Andrew I've ever met is so witty. and
Some are
wonderful.
wittier than others.
But a few recently have been very handsome. I mean, not this one, but like a
Yeah.
couple.
Understood.
No, I'm kidding. Andrew's very handsome. And I'm actually
Where's
really
my
looking
mask?
forward to him doing, I haven't heard his impressions really. I've heard great things about the Dracula impression.
Well, that's not really an impression. That's a
character?
Yes. So that's and actually a lot of times people are like, I didn't realize he was Russian. Well, he's fucking Eastern European, isn't he?
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
That's my job. Is
That's your comedy.
Is
I
to
don't
make
actually-
aha moments
yeah.
for people.
I actually never laugh at Andy. I just go, oh,
Right. I didn't realize that.
wow.
Carol Miner, my brother did whippets so much as a teen he built a resistance to it. Does nothing for him now, poor bastard.
Oh, it gets rid of headaches. Like, I mean, I've never done it, but in theory,
I like to do the non-paraphernalia whippet, which is called
balloon?
getting passed out.
oh, like will they just choke you out
Yes.
with 2 bones?
Yes.
I'll do that for you later.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, you gotta find.
I just don't think anybody's going to be able to keep me from falling over.
I'm like really sturdy.
French fries are better than whippets. Why are you holding back? I thought you said you had fries.
I think you should take the bag and just pour it over Tony. Like just like
In the face. This is how we'll start.
Yeah.
He'll take the fries to the face.
take the fries. To the
And then we'll
dome.
eventually Munchkin's face.
That
you.
actually did happen. Remember that?
Full mukbang. Oh no, thank you.
Do you remember that?
I wish I could.
We were at McDonald's years ago with our buddy Rob. Yeah. And we were in one of those booths just back in the day when they had booth because we're old. I'm old. You guys probably don't even remember that.
Shut the
I know
fuck
about
up.
the
The
booth.
stamped, the tinfoil stamped ashtrays. Those are
Oh
what I
yes,
missed.
yes.
That had the McDonald's arches
Yep.
in the bottom of the.
I haven't
the
seen
thing.
those in life, but I saw them recently for sale online because I like vintage shit.
So-
Anyway, go ahead. You got.
We were sitting there, and I was next to Frank, and our buddy Rob was across from us at the table. And the next booth over, some teenage girls. They just had a full thing of this. They just dumped it right over his head, and it was hilarious.
That's hot.
well,
were they?
You know,
fries
in,
weren't
in
that
their
hot.
culture.
In the white girl
It
culture?
started out, it was like a couple thrown over. So Rob threw a couple back. And then like a whole container of them came over.
I don't even remember that part. But
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, in white girl culture, and I do speak for every white girl on Long Island, that's like how I got my first boyfriend. You like douse them in McDonald's fries.
Okay.
It's a thing. I'm just saying. That's how you get us. This, Starbucks, fries, the Americana.
The Americana thing. Okay.
Americana.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin'. Well, Dunkin' gets me. I'm a Dunkin' chick. A lot of people are Starbucks, but it gets me buzzing, And then I gotta like triple the whippets.
So coffee wise, I am a 7-Eleven. Yeah, I like for some reason Dunkin' it's just not.
It's not strong enough.
Maybe that's.
But that's why I like it because I drink a lot of coffee in a day, so like it cumulative.
Right.
It does what it needs to do. And I don't want to get too hopped up because then it's like a Valium to coffee ratio later. You gotta have your uppers with your downers, and
you're all arounders.
Yeah, you're all arounders. A little bender here and there. It's been a rough week for me, guys. Happy birthday, Tony.
Or as they say, junkies up in Massachusetts.
So
junkies.
What do you guys call McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Like, if you're gonna say it quick though, like I'm going to
McDonald's.
You guys call the full name McDonald's?
Sometimes Mickey D's, but not really.
I don't think
D's.
I don't think I do. I think I'm with Andy. I think I say McDonald's.
It's 3 syllables. Like you gain nothing
M-Don's.
from it. Huh?
M-Don's. I'm going to M-Don's. What do you call 7-Eleven?
M-Don's.
Sevs.
Yeah. Great.
Well, I think that's a Long Island thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people I say to are like, going there? I'm like, it's Sevs.
I would say it when I was in the Air Force and I was stationed in places like North Carolina. I'd be like, hey, I'm running Sevs. Anybody want anything? And they'd be like, where are you going?
I never did
like
plural.
The one place on base. I'm going to the one freaking place.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, off bit, yeah.
Yeah.
There was never a 7.
I'm either going to AFES or I'm going over there, and that's it.
Yeah, I never did plural. It was always, we used to say Sev. I'm going to Sev.
That's weird.
Sev?
Nobody said that.
No, there's nobody I know that's ever said that.
Me and Joe Murphy would say Sev.
Kill yourself.
Sevs, yeah. Right now, on air. Get us some views.
It would go viral, wouldn't it?
I mean, if
Maybe.
they didn't pull it.
I mean, if people cared.
Yeah.
I think people care because they like to see it happen.
Yes, yes, I agree.
Faces of Death
Our
just
Bud,
came out,
Bud
and
Dwyer
they said it
thing.
was mostly fake.
Is that right?
So, like, my childhood is a little... Because, like, when I was younger, you had Rotten.com, you had The Alchemist's cookbook, and, we had the Wild West of the internet. Where, like, you could find anything on there. I was 21 female New York.
Did you mean the Anarchist cookbook?
Anarchist, sorry, yes.
Because, like, I didn't realize
Jolly
alchemy was
Roger.
still such a huge... My dad actually had a copy of the Anarchist cookbook.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. They were saying that, like, the FBI would come take it. I don't know. I printed it out on my... I, like, used all the printer ink. My dad was so mad. Because, like, back in the day, you could only print, like, 14 pages.
Right. And
But,
line by line.
yeah.
It's like 3 days later.
So we would watch,
Page 3.
Faces of Death, and we would try to make napalm. Well, whatever. So, and you'd go into chat rooms, and, like, it was just, life was different. These kids now don't realize how good they have it. Well, how bad they had it, because we had everything. But, so yeah, they just found out Faces of Death. Most of it was fake.
Yeah.
The, like, dog, and the director was saying how funny it was because people had such a strong reaction. There's, like, a big dog fight scene, and apparently he's like, that is jelly. Jelly on pit bulls, and those are the sweetest dogs ever, and they're just playing. But he's like, you edit it right, you move it around.
Really?
Crazy, yeah. He said the only thing that was real was there was like a body by a beach, and he said that they just so happened to get that footage, but everything else was faked.
Right. I thought it was obvious that it was all fake.
Oh, now it's so obvious that we know it's fake. I mean, I don't know.
We're not all as smart as this, Andy.
Sandy's very.
That's true. What the fuck am I doing here?
For my aha moments. We're doing a show together.
Yes, we are.
We are.
With Greg Criticos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Greg the Greek.
Greg the Greek. I'm hosting
Good guy.
at Master Grill. How are we gonna? They're gonna be cutting meats the entire time.
No. They won't. It won't go down like that. There'll be like a period of dinner and then.
But that's how dinner works at a rodizio. They come around and they cut meats.
Churrascara. Yeah.
So are they going to just be like, sorry, no meats are coming for a while. Here's your comedy. Because people are going to be so mad.
I guess if they're going into it thinking, I'll eat while the comedy. You really don't want people eating while people are fucking saying things.
Holy shit, did you just take that to the dome? That was some serious mukbang we missed.
He put that back.
Ah, damn. That was on camera, right? Later clip that out. Let's edit just that piece of just you eating, and let's see if we can get some views.
I'll put it on like fast speed and stuff.
For someone who has very picky eating habits, that was absolutely deplorable.
And you got one more?
And I'm proud.
Why was that deplorable? That I downed a box of fries? Why is that deplorable?
Because it was like less than 2 minutes, bro.
You should have seen the bag of Munchos go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Jesus.
That was before any of this.
Yeah, before
like I
anybody
mean
got
a
hit.
regular bag, not like the fucking snack bag. Like
No,
the
it was like
bag.
it wasn't.
That's a lot of salt, bro.
It's like in between the small and the big. It's a new one.
I'm worried about
That's
it.
like when I told my uncle that I was watching Murphy's Romance, and I told him it was PG-12 because I was 12 and I didn't want to get fucking that it's a new rating. They're trying out just on HBO just for this movie. Please don't tell me to stop watching this spring winter romance story between Sally Fields and James Garner.
I love that you had parents who gave a shit because my favorite.
No, they
movie
didn't.
When I was
He was
5
just like, yeah, okay,
RoboCop.
whatever.
Yeah.
This is a stupid movie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Watch Sally Fields. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I got a Sally Fields thing, though not with the
Which Sally Fields though?
Like the Cannonball Run,
Forrest
Sally
Gump?
Field.
Sally
like Norma
Fields?
Ray.
Norma Ray.
Sally Fields.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Justice Warrior.
Flying
Pussy's
Nun.
Hot.
Sally Field. Like
You would like that, yeah. That makes sense.
really into it. Nick at Night or Nickelodeon used to run the Flying Nun back when my end of Gen X. So,
Millennial here, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm right on the cusp, I believe.
yeah. And if you use the word, I'm going to my head is going to explode. I'm more of a zennial.
I've never heard that.
You never heard of, but like, oh, I'm right there.
I'm on the cusp.
You know, I identify more with it. It's just a fucking demographic thing. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean anything. People make it mean things, but it just drives me nuts. And they're like, oh, I'm a zennial. You're not a zennial. You're an idiot.
It just,
Things-
I think it just means that we're bound to be sad.
Things that drive you nuts, though, usually gets a good response on this show. So
Yeah,
so keep
yeah,
it up.
right.
Keep
Yeah, what
it,
else
keep it
drives
going.
you nuts?
Right, I need to. We get angry.
We had angry Andy. What was that?
Couple
2
of
weeks
weeks
ago?
ago,
2 or
yeah.
3 weeks ago. It was interesting. It was quite the.
Well, don't get him too angry though, because I do want to hear some impressions. I'm very.
What impression do you want to hear?
I'm
I don't
very
even know.
impressed. Like, do you have one that you can like? Do you have one?
Well,
to
so
hear
there's a bit that Laura Patton and I want to work on, which is
Love Laura Patton, by the way.
Yes.
which is the Muppets doing To Catch a Predator.
I love that.
So if you could just take a seat right over here, can you tell me why you bought a box of condoms and a 6-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade?
That is so great.
So there's that. And, waka waka waka. I'm gonna try to run from the cops.
Did you see that new? They have that series coming out.
yeah.
That looks good. The band from the Muppets.
Mayhem.
Oh yeah.
What are they
I
called?
was thinking of the new
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
I was thinking of the new To Catch a Predator because they're
Oh,
rebooting
Based
it.
on one of my favorite,
No.
who just passed away.
They're
Dr.
rebooting
John passed away this last year, right?
Oh, I thought it
Or
was
the
out
year
for-
before.
Dr. John.
He
That's
was,
who Dr. Teeth is
Oh,
based
okay.
on.
Gotcha.
Amazing. Look him up because amazing story. Like he actually lost part of his finger, and that's when he was a trumpeter, and then decided to turn to piano. It's like what?
It's like I'm missing a finger, so piano.
Right.
You would probably know some of his songs.
Oh, you would totally know.
Oh, he's
his
been
song.
dead for 3 years.
3 years. I knew it was like recent, and I knew
Yeah.
like COVID really fucked everything up. 2020 really dilated time in some
It
kind
did.
of way.
Time space. We also, I think, jumped a couple timelines according to the internet. So there's that going on. Like I'm in the timeline where I'm doing a show with Andy, which doesn't make sense. That I'm hosting.
Why doesn't that make sense?
Because like, in what world does that happen? I don't
What?
even know this guy.
All right, but that,
Yeah, I didn't
what?
book the show though.
That's
Do you
true.
think all comedians that work together are like buddies? Like, what do you mean?
No. What I'm saying is that Andy's been around for like a bazillion years.
6 years.
A bazillion years. So I just, I'm just floating around being like, sure, I'll do your shows. And it's like, I'm doing it with some really good comedians, like, which is always interesting to me and exciting to me. Like, I look at the bills that I've done and the flyers that I've
Come
looked at.
along, we're expecting.
How long have you been doing it?
Like 3 years.
Doing it.
All right,
doing
so he's only been doing it.
I know, but like you see
I've
all
only
these
been doing 3
talented
more.
people, and I'm always so
Which is really
impressed
nothing.
by how, well, yeah.
And one of those was 2020, which didn't. That was none of us.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's true. But like, I'm always impressed by the people that I get to work with, and I didn't think I would be working with Andy so quickly.
Oh my God! Then it's funny because we were actually just talking about this before the show. I'm not like what you. I
Talented?
think what you think.
That you're talented.
No. Obviously, I'm fucking talented. I mean, like, there's like I've only been doing this 6 years, and I have a full-time job, a wife, and 2 kids.
Same.
So, You have a wife too? What's
Yeah.
your husband think about that? I mean, it must be pretty awesome.
Listen,
I
I've
guess.
got a
I'm
really
jealous.
weird thing going on in my life. Don't even worry about it.
Nice. No, I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm pictures.
I'm an ally.
Millennial.
Ally.
Ally. Speak.
Ally. Apple.
Apple.
Apple. Do you know what that's from? Apple. Project X with Matthew Broderick.
No.
Oh,
Do you
wow,
know
I
what
forgot
this
about
is
that one.
from? Ready?
Is that Amy from?
Yeah, actually.
What do you call it? Yeah, I can't remember the
Yeah,
name
the
of the
movie
movie.
with the monkeys.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
animatronic gorilla.
Yeah, I just started doing that like last week when I don't want to talk to people.
I have to check in with an ASL person because somebody told me years ago, and I actually have to take my
I know
glasses
a little
off for this.
ASL, so maybe I could help you out.
You stupid fucking whore. I don't know if that's true.
The whore is you're definitely in the feminine here. So
Right.
that could be right.
That's and I only
And
have
that sounds right.
That's fucking?
Yeah.
So you're asking about the whole thing or just
whore? Somebody had shown that to me years ago because I collect
whores?
Well, not just
Curse
whores
words.
in my basement, but
unrefrigerated.
right, or you know what? They're in the back of the truck. I've been a little lazy lately.
That's
It's
how
just not
Rifkin-
into it anymore.
That's how Rifkin got caught.
Right.
Careful.
Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about
right,
that.
yeah.
Learn,
But
learn.
it's like when I found out the worst thing you could say to somebody in Russian, because me and my buddy Billy Bender were hanging out with these two Russian juicy girls in Korea at a bar.
What's a juicy girl?
Juicy girl is like you go into these bars. Every bar in Songtan, which is the town around Osan Air Base, and it is throughout all of Korea, but it's so concentrated in Songtan. You go into like a club, right? Dance music's playing. They'll actually have like a stripper pole up, and there'll be a woman in juicy boots or go-go boots, whatever, stripper boots, and a bathing suit dancing badly to whatever is when they come off the stage, and there's actually like 10 of them working at the same time. They come over and they go, "You buy me juice?" And for 10,000 won, they would get a it used to be about $10, but then when I was there, it was like $5 because that's when Korea's economy tanked in 1998. The IMF had to come in and bail them out, and so for 10,000 won, they have to sit there in this rocks glass packed with ice with like either pineapple juice or whiskey, which is fucking hilarious that that's their choice. That they would sit there, and as long as they're drinking it, they have to sit there and talk to you.
Yeah.
It is horrific.
What did they say to you? Like,
Well,
you beautiful man.
no, because most dudes don't actually do it because like me and my buddy Billy, we just gotten there. It was like the first night we were going off base.
Hell yeah, I'm doing it.
We walk into this place called My House Down, and we go in and we see this gigantic, just disgusting looking army dude who is got this juicy next to him with
surrounded by them.
10 drinks.
Oh, that poor girl.
Right. So that was our first impression was to be like.
But she's getting paid. She's cool with it.
Right, because then what the Ajima would do is give her the waitress. Ajima, it's like aunt. It's not really honorific, but it's like, hey, miss.
Yeah.
Or sir is
like an
Adashi.
India auntie.
Adashi is uncle. Adashi and
Adomo.
Ajima. Like Ajima, mekchu chuseyo, which is hey lady, get me a drink, get me a beer.
You got to write that down for me later because I got to scream that at Claire.
Kapi chuseyo. That's coffee. You would coffee, please.
And this is Korean?
This is Korean.
Okay.
But it's really sad and pathetic to see this. But my buddy Billy started actually dating a juicy, so he wouldn't be buying her juices. We would meet them in the off hours at these like little bars off base.
And she would tell you the like backstory.
And she would bring her friend, and that was the one that I was supposed to be never hooked up or anything like that because I just felt like they were Russian. Because what happens is a lot of times if it's a Korean woman, it's that their family owes money to like whatever organized crime that owns that club, and so to pay off their debt, they sell their daughters.
That's what they do with the nail ladies here and the cab drivers,
right? And strippers as well. Like it's
the same van that picks them all up.
It's the disgusting seedy side of everything. But we were sitting there, and we're like, hey, and my friend Billy. It's crazy that I now have also a great friend named Billy. But Billy Bender's like, hey, what's the worst thing I can say in Russian? And the chick goes, his date goes, poshel na hui. And we're like, oh, what does that mean? Basically, it's like, go fuck your mother. But like, no, really, I'm not saying, go fuck your mother like we say here on Long Island all the time to each other.
Yeah.
It's, no, really, go fuck your mother. And so my buddy Billy, and now I'm sitting right across from him, and he kind of looks down at the table and goes, because he wants to make sure he's pronouncing it right, he goes, Poshol na hui. The chick he's with punches him. and I'm like, what the? And he's like, It's like, I was just saying. And I look at the girl who I'm with, and she's just like,
I told you.
Like that's
like, I told you.
Yeah, like
that's what you get.
That's what happens when you.
Yeah.
And so I'm fast forward to I'm come up for my brother's wedding when I was stationed in North Carolina, and I'm at a Islander game where they're retiring Trottier's number.
Oh yeah.
And they're playing the Red Wings, and Sergei Fedorov like skates up, and I splurged for the good tickets, so I'm just over. My mouth is like ice at the glass level, and I'm like, "Hey, Fedorov, Poshol na hui!" And now, normally, when you scream things at dudes, they just they're super professional.
But he was probably like,
this is exactly. But then he was trying to be cool afterwards.
Right, he realized where he was.
Like, oh my god, this is like the worst thing ever. It's like a superpower.
Right. So I don't know if there's a Russian bar around here besides for the Russian. There's one right in Broadway.
But don't say it.
No,
what
I'm not
saying.
going to. But I'm saying we should all. There's a Polish bar, which Russian and Polish, believe it or not, are very similar. And
Eastern Europe. Now let's get back to the accents.
Let's get back to vampires.
That's
always back to Dracula.
1, 2, 3.
We can go to Zaglobia in Amityville and shout these obscenities.
No, you don't want
to.
I'm just saying, like, that's not one that I would fuck around with.
I used to date a guy who was Polish, and his stepmom was Russian, so like they're very similar, and they would just like always be screaming. But I didn't know what I was saying. I would just like get drunk and say the words that I had heard before, and apparently like not a great look.
Right.
Because like we'd be on the beach in the back, and I would just be like, "Privyet margaritas." And I'm just like this fat white girl, and they're all like, these like rich Eastern Europeans, and I'm like, they have like friends over, and I'm just like fucking laying on the back, like, margaritas, please, privet. And we broke up, but after 7 years though, they got.
Shit, I was rooting for you.
I know, right? We had it really going on.
Kind of sad now.
I know, how sad. But anyway, Tony Walker's birthday. Let's bring it back around.
All right, well, I want to. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to read some comments first. But then I think, correct me if I'm wrong. When we originally spoke about you coming in today, I believe we were going to talk about Autism Awareness Month because it's almost over.
I figured that's why Andy was here.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
I was hyper focused on something.
No, I read this thing. I don't know who.
I'm going to go through that.
All right.
Vicky says, "Good morning, happy birthday, thank you," and she says hi to Frank. Carol, watching Tony devour those fries. OMG.
For real, Carol. For real.
They were talking.
Carol,
I had nothing else to do.
With the Buc-ee's when the camera is not on.
Which
the Buc-ee's.
The latest shipment has arrived. Thank you, Carol, with a nice little birthday card inside. Yes.
There's a Buc-ee's shipment?
I was actually I was going to get you the creamy Reese's peanut butter cups now have a creamy peanut butter cup.
See that? They're feeling the Buc-ee's pressure.
That's it.
I've never been to Buc-ee's, but lately...
Yeah, me neither.
Let's go.
Carol, is there Buc-ee's in North Carolina? I asked Carol, like she's the Buc-ee's expert.
No, I think there is because on the drive to or from, I saw a sign for Buc-ee's. I was like...
And you didn't stop there for us?
No, oh my God! This is when I was fucking recovering from fucking food
Maybe that could have saved you.
That Subway sandwich in the fucking middle of bumfuck fucking North Carolina.
Oh my God!
That's what got me back.
Vicky says all he needs is chocolate. Well, Vicky,
got that.
Andy took care of business.
The's chocolate munchies in there.
I took care of business.
I was about to say.
I took care of business. Then I got him the chocolate bars.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fremder, it goes in as fries, then comes out as a burger in between two buns. Then he says his penis drives him nuts. All right.
True.
Ripsting Bungo.
That's Claire.
Oh, that's Claire. Yeah. Claire, you got to get in here. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. Yep. Carol, dilated a timeline, always expanding my verbiage. Andy. Yeah, verbiage.
You're welcome.
Verbiage. The GMO gamer, inappropriate comment for Jen is here.
Mike Sheridan.
I
love you.
Who is that?
That's another one of my besties. I have lots of besties. Yes. but he's fantastic, and he actually does do Twitch, and he's the reason why I had like a Twitch handle from like 4 years ago, because we would like stream stuff. Because we're nerds. I'm just kidding. I'm not a nerd like that. But we do like to play games. And yeah, if you guys see the GMO Gamer on Twitch, that is Mike Sheridan. He's pretty well known, actually.
Cool.
So thanks for commenting. And thanks, Claire, for finding your Twitch handle from like 6 years ago or more.
Nice.
Yeah.
He used to ride the subway with a plunger. That's a fact. What the hell is she talking about?
Oh, my ex-boyfriend.
Is this who we're...
What?
The Polish guy. So he had a problem with pills, like painkillers, and that'll stop you up, right? So he like broke his toilet, and like when you're fucked up, you really don't care about it. Like I don't know what was going on. So apparently he like could not find a plunger because it was the Upper East Side at the time, and hardware stores didn't have them. So he had to go into work, take a subway, steal their plunger, take it on the subway, a used plunger, and bring it back to the house to try to fix the toilet. All while he's calling me, being like, yeah, you can come over, but I kind of broke the toilet. I'm like, I'm not coming over if you don't have working fucking plumbing. Like, that's not happening. Anyway, he was Polish.
See, it's funny. I often tell a story about my brother. He does the same thing every time he comes to the first time he visits in any new place that I live.
Breaks the plunger?
He comes out of the bathroom and,
oh, God, yeah.
Where do you guys keep your plunger?
Fuck. My brother's same.
And I'm like, how do you do this everywhere?
It's a skill.
It obviously. Like,
they have a lock at the Dunkin' Donuts by my house because of my brother. Because he would go in there and blow it up. On my communion, I was like going down the aisle, and I'm a young girl going down the aisle,
thank
and
God.
I just see
if you were an adult getting your first fucking communion,
Why
there'd be
not?
like a
Well,
lot
it
more
happens.
that we'd have to talk about.
Sure, I've evolved. But as I'm going down, I'm looking in the back for my parents, and I see that like they're not there. But I also see there's like movement going on. My brother had broke the toilet so bad that it is backing up and coming down the aisle of the church.
That is hilarious.
My dad's a plumber. So my dad's trying to fix it without alerting
Oh my God,
people.
it's like the shoemaker's son.
Yeah. Well, that's why, like, yeah. So, but literally all the time, my brother will be in there. He has some problems or whatever, but like he is known for breaking toilets, and it's just
It's a
wild.
good thing to be known for.
So I've got stories. But like my childhood, anytime it was like, yeah, Jen, we're gonna go see her play. We're gonna go do this. I'm like, my brother's gonna break the fucking toilet, or something weird is gonna happen that has to do with the bathroom.
Right.
And I'm gonna have to like run.
You should have given him a complex. Be like, I hope you break the shit out of this toilet.
He would just high five me on it.
Literally.
You know it.
No, before
the
you
shit
get,
out of this toilet.
Before you get there, be like, this is what I expect out of you.
That would be the one time my brother doesn't disappoint me. Literally, he'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Well, that's what I was hoping, that maybe there would be
Little
some
reverse
reverse psychology thing that would happen.
Sadly, no. Claire says she doesn't think she's gonna make it. But,
Damn it!
But she's down for day drinking afterward.
Well, a lot of good that does me.
Well, you can get fancy Voss water. I'm just kidding.
And Carol says there's no Buc-ee's in North Carolina.
No, I'm pretty sure
There definitely is.
Maybe it was South Carolina, but because I don't care about state lines.
Which one's closer to Virginia?
North Carolina.
Then because I have a friend who is divorced and they pick up their kids from the Buc-ee's because it's like on the state.
Or maybe
line.
it was Virginia. It might have even been Virginia, Emporia,
Virginia.
or something like that. I think it might have been Emporia.
Because I thought Buc-ee's was just like a place where truckers go to like take a shower, but supposedly inside is this like amazing shop. And Claire has been going there because her boyfriend lives in North Carolina, and I guess maybe they go to the Virginia border or whatever. And she's been going there, and she's like, "Oh, you got to bring that Buc-ee's money. Like, you got to get in there. You got to buy the Buc-ee's merch." And I'm like, "What are you?"
Does she actually say it like that?
Buc-ee's money. That's how you got to say it. Yeah, that's how we talk. Yeah, it's been Buc-ee's. I want to go. I've never been. Do you take a shower there? Is that what people do? I don't know. Let's try it.
Take a shower there.
Yeah, it's a rest
I'm just
stop.
in love with their chocolate. You're just getting weird on me now.
I'm always getting weird, dude.
I'm looking for the lot lizards myself.
Oh, yeah.
What's a lot lizard?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Andy.
I don't know if I can. It's a prostitute that works truck stops.
Yeah.
They're called lounge lizards?
Lot lizards.
Lot lizard. Lot lizards.
That was a new record of how quickly you could fuck something up.
Oh, well, I'll find a way.
And our favorite still is with the Comic Sans What was it that you were trying to say, and you just couldn't get the word out for the promo for Comic Sans at the Strip?
The?
Yeah, probably.
It wasn't like Wi-Fi or anything. It was something that was like...
Well, I was in pain that day.
Becca was just lost her
Always
shit
an excuse.
when watching that. That was hilarious.
I've done so many whippets in the last 2 days, and you're like, I'm in pain, can't say a word. I'm surprised they showed up, honestly. I'm like...
No showers at Buc-ee's, and no 18-wheelers are allowed.
Golden showers,
So what
maybe.
is Buc-ee's?
It's a store. It's like a glorified 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it's the Circle K of the Southwest.
Circle K.
What's the call-in number here?
516 465 3990.
Thank you.
What?
I'm going to see if we can
Personal
get like a
joke.
Buc-ee, someone who knows about Buc-ee's. Like, I know Carol knows, but I think that might be an offshoot Buc-ee's because I'm positive.
Well,
it's a
Carol
rest
lives
stop.
in Texas.
I'm positive it's a rest stop.
Chaos.
Well, yeah.
I need this to be ironed out. It's very
Well,
important.
she's saying, there's none in North Carolina. She is saying that South Carolina
So it
does
must
have
have been.
one.
It was either that or it could have been
Virginia or South
Like,
Carolina.
that's-
Okay.
Like I wasn't paying attention. I was recovering from fucking food poisoning.
So I'm not going to South Carolina, so I won't see it there. So I'll be on the lookout as we're driving through Jersey. I'll be
Buc-ee's.
once we're driving through Virginia. I'll be on the lookout.
Do I have to put this on to hear it?
You don't
Yes.
have to.
What are you wearing?
Oh, nothing.
Nice.
Not nothing. That's a double negative.
Oh, you got me there.
Andy's a real pain in the ass. So Buc-ee's.
Yeah, yeah.
This is me and
Complete
Andy are
pain in
best
the ass.
friends. We just bonded over lot lizards.
Eating Buc-ee's chocolate with no clothes on. That's what we're
I've
picturing.
never had Buc-ee's chocolate,
What
but
the
I have
fuck?
had many delights from Buc-ee's. That's true.
Claire.
Afternoon delights.
This is Claire Moore.
Hi, Claymore.
She is our Buc-ee's.
I'd prefer to be called Ripsting Bungo today.
Ripstein Bungo. What is a Buc-ee's? Because I thought it was a truck stop.
See, Buc-ee's is pretty much like a truck stop meets like a roadside Walmart, and you could buy like live, laugh, love signs or chocolate or take a shit.
Hey, don't sleep on taking shits.
That sounds perfect.
That's no way to be found.
Yeah.
Unconscious on the toilet.
Can we have Andy's birthday there?
Yeah, we should host Buc-ee's. I bet you they have a lot of like quinceañeras and sweet 16s at roadside Buc-ee's.
Because isn't it like it's a big deal? Like people love the Buc-ee's.
I mean, if you've ever been there, it's quite overwhelming. I'll give it that. But the
I've never
bathrooms, whew, you've never seen anything like it. You haven't lived until you've crapped in a Buc-ee's bathroom on the side of the road.
Oh, for a second there, I
It's
thought you
great.
said a bucket. I'm back. I've crapped in
I
a bunch
thought-
of buckets.
Also a bucket.
All right. So serious question, Tony, Andy, Claire,
Frank.
Frankie, brother Frank.
Boy.
Are we taking the show on the road? When are we all going to hop in a car and go to Buc-ee's together, live streaming?
Now that I'd love to see.
I would love to see that. Claire, you're invited because I don't go anywhere without
Hey,
you.
what is the closest bucket?
Yeah, I was about to ask Claire where. Claire, apparently you're the Buc-ee's expert.
She
So
is.
where would be
I
the
am, yeah.
where's the closest Buc-ee's to New York?
I believe that would be in Florence, South Carolina.
Is there one in Virginia?
There might be one in Virginia. I know that they're all over South Carolina.
Yeah, we're all doing
and
it.
Texas.
I wouldn't need a
Texas is big on
smartphone if I
Buc-ee's.
had smarter friends.
I think the first Buc-ee's I was in was in Texas.
You did. Claire traveled cross country recently, so she's very worldly.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was a cross-country Buc-ee's tour.
She went to all the Buc-ee's.
How much time did you take to go cross country?
It was we took our time. We stopped. It was like a drink across America kind of deal. So
Wow.
we took our time in each state.
So are you rich that you were able to take the time to do this?
Don't say that. That's
Oh.
first off, that's a rude question.
I don't- it doesn't
Are you
bother me.
Rich?
Yeah, it doesn't-
Secondly, she actually went down with a Marine.
She went down on a Marine?
Well, she.
Haven't we all?
Well, if you want to know.
Yes.
Yeah, if you really want the details. No, go ahead.
This is turning into a very juicy hour.
Yes. Speaking of juicy girls as well, you missed it. You know how we used to always talk about the girls in Japan and Okinawa and their shows and things? We were just talking with Andy because he was in the Air Force and he told us all about the juicy girls in Korea.
Oh, I know. I was listening.
Anyway,
I'll never
thank
forget
you for
it now.
recapping the thing that I was already watching.
So
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Carol says, although the chain began in Texas, it has since expanded to include stores in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
There's one in Warner Robins, which is there's an Air Force base, Warner Robins Air Force Base outside the town of Warner Robins. Go figure. Don't ever blame the Air Force for being creative.
Where is Warner Robins?
Georgia.
Oh.
It's near Macon.
That means that we could stay on base really cheap because you're a veteran and
They
I'm
get a
an
cheap
Army
flight?
brat.
Billeting. You know what? One of my favoriteest things that I ever heard.
Wait, let's let Claire go. Claire, I love you.
I love you. I will see you in a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool. Bye.
Thanks for calling.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Love you guys.
Love you, baby.
One of the coolest things I ever heard was during a briefing, and was this guy telling us about alcoholism. This is in the Air Force, and he said, "Does anybody know where you can get liquor 24 hours on any Air Force base, anywhere? Actually, any base or post anywhere?"
Major's house.
Huh?
I said Major's house.
It is the billeting.
The what?
You can get beer in billeting at any time of the day, 7 days a week.
I don't know what billeting is.
Billeting is the
We've got
base
fans.
hotel.
Fans.
We do. I'm actually shocked that you're calling.
Yeah, you saw that I was calling.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm shocked that you're calling.
Well, I sent the message only because I didn't know the phone number. So you just said it, so I was able to call you.
Oh, okay.
So happy birthday, babe.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay, you
This is
doing
your
anything
mom?
tonight?
It's my mother.
Hey,
What?
Mama.
What'd you say, Mom?
Are you doing anything tonight for your birthday?
Tonight? No, going to Sammy's basketball.
Oh,
On
okay.
the strip club.
So we've got your mom on the phone and your brother.
My brother is here and my mother's on the phone. It's
Me and
a
Andy's
family
like
moment.
family.
Actually,
Yep.
I feel like a complete outsider now.
Yes,
Thanks, guys.
yes.
Got to be nice to him for his birthday.
Hey,
Hi,
what
Ma.
Hey, what do you have to say for yourself? By the way, did you see the picture I showed the other day of the guy that looks like me?
I don't think it looks like you at all. The
Really?
eyes a little. Just the eyes.
I thought he looked a
Oh,
lot like
totally
me.
looks like that. I thought that was actually Tony.
Really?
Yeah,
All
there-
right.
I'm going to show it again. There he is. So I'm showing it again right now. This.
Well, tell Frank to see what he thinks.
He looks like you, but like looks like you if you like did meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Eyes.
that's definitely an extra chromosome, Tony Walker.
I only see the eyes.
Yeah.
Frank, what do you think?
It's a resemblance, but not exact.
Ah, he has the
Yeah.
same kind of giving mouth.
That's his mommy.
So she should know.
Yeah, true. Mrs. Walker, could you tell us a fun story about Tony?
Oh, he's always funny. He always makes me laugh.
Oh, you're the one.
Especially when he says I'm drunk all the time.
She's drunk right now.
Yeah, right.
You and my mom should get together and hang out. I mean, none of you can drive, but
Oh, no,
Tony can
I
drink
don't. No, he just thinks that.
well, you had to drink if you had Tony as a kid. Right?
That's what I used to do, but now he's on his own, so.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have drank while you were pregnant, though. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Stop.
Meanwhile, you have
the only
you have
other
this-
mother here is
this-
give me dirty looks.
Yeah, you have the sweetie pie Magoo Frank here,
Magoo.
who is just this like little sweetie deluxe.
Quiet in the
They
corner.
are so opposite. My boys
Oh
are
my
very
goodness.
opposite.
They are, and yet equally attractive.
Oh, thank you.
And
they
both
look just
not
like
wearing
me then.
both not wearing their pants right now.
Yeah, it's really weird. Very
Which I would say is normally awkward, but I'm pretty used to it now with Tony.
Yeah, right.
So, as a mom and the only mom here, I do want to say congratulations on today because everyone forgets that.
Well, this is Mother's
Thank
Day.
if
you.
it wasn't for us and the pain and what we had to do, you have no idea what they dehumanized us. To
Oh,
have
I'm the
you.
first to admit
Ugh.
guys couldn't handle
Ugh.
it. Absolutely.
No,
This is
absolutely.
horrible.
This
Yeah.
is Mother's Day.
And he was cesarean, so that was even worse.
Oh, I had
Oh,
right,
correct.
and then they're like, "Oh, here, get out! We just cut you in half. Go home, take care of a baby."
Right.
Thank
From
you
Walker's
so
mother's
much.
womb was he untimely ripped?
Yes,
It's a little Shakespeare for you.
that was beautiful, actually.
That was something. That
I've
was
been using that line for years.
So,
I have to go back to work. I'll talk to you soon. Take
No, you
care.
Bye,
don't.
Mrs. Walker.
She calls drinking working.
Yes.
She was so sweet.
I maybe
Very
she had
nice.
a date
So
or something.
nice. I'm having a munchkin. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
Do it.
Opening up,
Do it.
breaking the seal.
Good
So
for
what?
you.
What's your family do for you on your birthday? Do you guys like get together and do a cake?
Yeah,
And a king?
we
Usually.
yeah. But being away this weekend, we're not doing it. So
Oh my goodness.
You're so popular today.
Oh, Jen, this one's for you.
How was it for me?
Just say hi, lover.
I'm not doing that.
Say it.
I won't. Yo, what's up?
Say it. Say hi.
Yo, Love Bone.
King of the Hill.
Love Bone. What's up, man?
King of the Hill, Don Sill.
My man.
Yes, I
Word.
wanted to give you a quick call because I don't have too much time, but I just want to give you a quick call, wish you a happy birthday, and say hello to everybody in the studio. I see you got Snorteland there. You got my boy Plagainos is in the house, and just wanted to give you a quick shout, man, on your big day.
And Snorteland gave me. Did you? Are you? Just,
when are we calling me by my last name? What am I, my dad?
Did you see what Jen?
What am I, a correction officer?
Are you just listening, or are you watching too?
Well, I just tuned in.
He just
and now
tuned
I gotta
in.
jump
Yeah, he
off
wasn't
because I have to do some other work shit. But
no, we get it. You don't watch the show.
Yeah, we understand.
I do.
Nobody else
Actually, Don does.
No, I know you do.
Don watches more than me.
Yeah.
I'm holding a gift that Jen gave me. She gave me a work cube, and it's got a picture of you on it.
Got a couple of
No
pictures.
way, really?
Yeah, I'm holding it up to the screen right now, so I'm
There's
sure
a
we're
few
on delay,
pictures.
so you'll see it in a second.
I will definitely check it out.
Oh, there's 2 pictures of you on it.
Wow.
Only
Am I-
because
Echo.
you guys are always together.
Well, it didn't work that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
You can't. You can never get enough Don Sill.
You can't.
I never get my fill
Sexy
of the
grandpa.
loving Don Sill.
The sexy
I
grandpa.
also see Frank's in there, and I'm actually looking at the screen now. Is Frank going to play some tunes for you?
We do have the guitar here.
Oh,
Yeah, Frankie, you got to do it, buddy.
I didn't know we were having a live show. Let's go.
I didn't know that. I forgot.
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you, Don, for putting that in our heads. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to make Frank play.
Awesome, man. Very cool. Very cool. Well, let me go because I didn't realize when I started calling that it's already time for me to jump on a freaking another Zoom meeting at noon.
Stupid Zoom meetings.
Don's so busy.
Yeah.
All right, enjoy your meeting, and I will see you bright and early, pal.
All right, rock and roll, everybody. Take care.
Love you, man.
See you, Snorts.
Fuck you, Don.
Good luck down in the Carolinas.
It really is like a love-hate with Don Sill, fucking dick. Anyway, what are we playing?
I don't know. What do you want to play?
You tell me?
Now, what's the deal? What was going on? You posted something a week or 2 ago where you're trying to get your chops up again. Have you not been playing?
A little bit at home, not much. Cause,
Why?
Well, you know about my hand stuff from last year, my carpal tunnel.
Stop it.
I didn't do anything.
No, I'm talking to him.
You're a
Stop
righty,
it.
so that's your out of towner, right?
What's that?
That's you're a righty, so that's your out of towner.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Well, tune that up while we take this
It's
call.
tuned.
It is tuned?
Yeah.
Really?
Surprisingly.
All right. Well, let me take this.
I may have been the last one.
Hi, honey.
I just want to say I love you and happy birthday. I gotta go. Bye. Happy birthday, bald man. Love you. Bye.
Thanks, Bozy.
No me.
Yeah. No honk.
You know any Johnny Cash?
Not the words, but I can play.
I know the words. Let's go.
Oh, do it. You're gonna sing?
Andrew's gonna sing too.
I've been everywhere.
Man, I've been
Go.
everywhere.
Oh, that one.
No, Folsom Prison. Thank you. I hear the train a coming. It's rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. And I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. And time keeps dragging on. Hit it, Andy!
That train keeps rolling on down to San Antone.
I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably sipping coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But that train keeps a rolling, and that's what tortures me.
When I was just a young boy, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Don't remember this.
I hang my head and cry.
Impressive. Wow.
Very nice.
That was great.
Thank you.
Wow, you
Wow.
were really good on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, he
Nice
gets around
job,
a little
Andy.
Likewise.
bit. That was
I started
impressive.
out a little too low, so I couldn't go that low. But you know what? You win some.
You
You
got
lose
it.
some. That was so
Sounded
good.
Thank you.
Wow.
So what else can you play? Like, do you do this at family events?
With myself.
Could you
He's-
play Happy Birthday?
I could.
Go. Andy, you're going to lead this one.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tony Walker.
Ooh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Ooh.
Thank you, guys. Thank you
I
very
always do
much.
my-
That was smooth like silk.
Just like
That's
that.
always my Bill Murray.
Star Wars.
Nothing but our wars.
I'm actually going to kind of shift gears for 2 seconds. Andrew Fremder has checked in. He said there's a fire at Stony Brook University.
Yikes.
How bad, Andrew? He said his wife just called him. Does your wife work there?
Like, do we have to go there?
Like, do you need us to run there and save people? How bad? Hope everybody's okay. And that's your neck of the woods.
It's and my alma mater.
That's right.
Because I'm thinking it's like April, end
My
of
alma
April.
mater, too. Claire's alma mater, also.
Very nice. So you should play now. We didn't start the fire. Or let me stand
I
next.
have to remember that.
No, Sandy Shores.
What's that?
That's the song for
Laura
Stony Brook
Oh.
University.
Go Seawolves.
Yeah. What's it?
What's
Who's
a
it? What's a
seawolf?
seawolf? I am.
Oh, so Carol Miner is requesting you play Blackbird.
Okay.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
I don't know that one, so it's going to be all Andy.
I don't remember all the words.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
We can't smoke in here, right?
All your life.
That's all
You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
I'll shoulder down.
Blackbird fly.
Oh, Frank, I love your voice.
Blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Oops. Hey. Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise.
So the talented son is Frank.
That is correct.
And then you're just the loud son who knows computers.
I've been. Oh, I don't know.
wow,
no computers.
No. Well, you're like on this computer.
Oh, this because I work
Just
this thing.
one,
No, this
yeah.
is I don't know.
Very
shit.
specific.
I've been saying that for years. Frank's the nice one.
Oh, he is. He's a
He's
little
definitely nice.
sweetie deluxe.
Yes, and I got that all through high school. Not only did, well, of course, like with siblings, you go to the same school, but we went to the same high school as actually, even some elementary school as our mother.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did I get why aren't you nice like your brother, but some teachers were why aren't you nice like your mother?
So even
Your
worse,
mother.
same thing with
That's what I
my
would've
family.
said.
My father and mother grew up in North America, where I'm from. They all went to the school. My dad's last name Snorteland, which you guys have been calling me all day today. He had 4 brothers.
Oh yeah.
All of them a little weird. So my brother and I, when we first got into school, they were all very worried. My brother for good reason, but me, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so nice. Like, who are you from your family?" And I'm
Right.
like,
Acting.
"Yeah,
Thank you.
Theater.
theater."
They set a bad precedent because they were too nice, and then I came along.
Yeah, all my aunts and uncles. Well, everybody didn't go to exactly the same school because they settled in Port Jeff Station in the 1950s.
The station.
Yeah.
The station.
Anytime you say station, it's like you got to be like the station because that's like the hard part.
Yeah.
Like Huntington
the mean streets
Station.
Right.
Yeah, or East, or Heights, or anything like that.
Central.
Like Central Islip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. Wood. At the end.
Oh.
At the end, not the beginning. Woodbury does not count. I love Woodbury.
Woodbury's nice.
Yeah.
What about Park, like Massapequa Park, Garden City Park?
Garden City Park, I'm not sure about. Massapequa Park's okay.
Park, I think, actually is a pretty white person thing to throw up there to be like, we're not regular Massapequa. And we're not East. We're not Heights. We're not Massapequa Heights.
I live in Merrick Heights.
Is it really? There's such a thing?
No.
Oh, I didn't.
I actually live in East Setauket.
Merrick, and that's where Dom DeBarry's from. Merrick.
I know, North Merrick.
Yeah,
Merrick.
So yeah, Dom
That's
was
one
here.
of the most Long Island town names to say.
What, Merrick?
Merrick.
You got Merrick.
Merrick.
Emrock.
Merrick.
Emrock.
Emrock.
Oh, that's
they don't say that.
I say that.
Selden is Skeldon. Centereach is Centerico.
Uniondale's Uniondale.
There you go. I love hearing these because
Yeah.
unless you're local to the area, you're not going to know what the local people call.
It's Merrick is Emrock. I am the true G of Merrick. That's how. Well, I worked a lot in Merrick and Belmore and nonprofits, especially when I was younger and naive and thought I could save the world.
Oh, you didn't save the world?
I mean, apparently I did. I did a pretty good job. Look at it. You know, I'm really in this great area where I got to work with children and I got to work with adolescents, which is still my favorite population to work with because they just say what they mean, and they just. I mean, I've had situations where like I've broken up a fight, and the girl. And I'm supposed to be a professional. And this girl, she's maybe like 14. She shouts in front of a whole group of professionals. And she's like, yeah, you wouldn't be so mad, but your pussy stank. And I'm like, all right, that's a good one. Like, you know, like I'm not even mad. Like that's like, sorry, she got you. Like this is life. But you get to see these kids and I get to work with them and do some counseling and do programs and get grants and stuff. And then you get to see them later in life, right? Because I'm still around here. I moved for a little bit, and they pop up, and it's like, holy shit, you're doing great.
Yep.
Nice.
And that's awesome, because like, when they're teenagers, you're worried.
Oh, people just go through some shit. I lived in a group home for a while. I was on the street for a little while. It's not your destiny, you know?
Oh, you're a comedian with trauma? That's weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
But it's like you said, it's not the destination, it's the journey that makes you.
You're on,
go.
and for especially at that age, like you're on the beginning of the journey.
Doesn't feel that way at the time, though.
No,
right?
it does,
right.
Dude. Trust me, I know. Like but it's as somebody who went through all of that shit. Like that's why I like with my daughter having to go to the crisis intervention thing because she threatened to tape a girl down and stab her.
Love it. Get it, girls. Be creative, kids.
Right. But she was saying it to like actually calm a friend of hers down, like
as
like,
a joke.
But
like, I get it.
But I was like, hey, I want you to come. I said to her, like, we're gonna go to this crisis place, and I want you to see that it is. There's nothing to it. Like it's like antiseptic in its feel. Like the cleaners that they use and everything are these industrial cleaners.
What type of crisis place is this? I'm confused.
Dash
in Hauppauge. It's an intervention.
Oh, like an ambulette kind of for intervention
for things like if you,
you
say
can call
I'm
a
going to
mobile
blow up.
crisis unit too.
Well, this was what was like. It was funny. It was like suggested to us, and we were like, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, we're gonna go because it was my daughter and her friends were being bullied by this other girl. And I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna go through all of the things that you suggest, so I can take the moral high ground. And if anything, because then we had to do it a year later.
Okay.
What did she do with that one? I can't even remember. But that was last year.
So why were you bringing her to these interventions to be like, if you keep this shit up?
Well, the second time we actually had to go and get a letter and be like, she can go to school.
Oh, what an interesting time we're living in.
Yeah. Which is funny because none of it was her fault. It was all this. And listen, I'm not one of those people like protect my kid,
right?
Kind of thing. Because I'm like, listen, you did she definitely reacted the wrong way, but like you understand that where the reaction came from, and that's why I insisted the first time when it was just a suggestion to go to it. I was like, no, we're gonna go because I don't want to leave it to when you're actually like freaking out. That's the first time you're walking through that door. Let's go walk through the door, get to know like, hey, look, they've got couches and free snacks. This place isn't that bad. They got Bob Ross fucking running. Oh my God, so much Bob Ross.
It's okay.
No, I like Bob Ross. It's just not that much.
They usually have a lot of Keith Haring pictures around too.
Yes,
Keith
yeah,
Haring's
yeah,
a big
yeah.
thing from like the 80s. So, I love that you're being proactive. I think that's so amazing, and you're such a good dad for doing that. No, I'm not being a fucking dick. I'm being honest.
No,
I'm a
no.
super nice chick.
Wow, see how quickly she turned?
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful.
No.
I'm not being a fucking dick!
But, no.
But what about counseling?
No, we do that. Oh, yeah, no.
Cool.
We're full service fucking...
Full service mental health happening.
Yeah, like I listen, I grew up in a very fucked up situation.
Word.
Well, not really. Like, there are people that definitely were in way more
I hate when
fucked
people
up
do that.
situations.
Don't do that. Don't compare yourself to other people. It's your truth. It's your life, man.
Oh, yeah, no. Listen, I've been to enough AA and NA meetings. Not that I had to go. It's just when you were grounded at Hope House
Yeah,
in
you
Port
have to
Jeff.
go.
No. It's just if you were grounded, you couldn't leave the grounds. But that didn't mean the building across the street that was part of the Hope House thing, where they would have NA, AA, CODA.
You can go there because it's part of the program.
CODA is my favorite.
What is CODA?
Codependence Anonymous.
I should go to that.
It is fantastic.
I'm obsessed with you now.
Because it's fucking hilarious.
Interesting fact about Bob Ross, says from there, a lot of his paintings were exact locations of where they found a whole bunch of bodies.
I used to do, when I was a kid, I would do this whole Bob Ross impression where I'd be like, now, see, we've got these happy mountains, got this nice happy lake. Now I'm just going to draw a big black line. Just fuck up the whole thing. Just going to fuck the whole thing up. But then by the end, it was like amazing. Like a tree.
You're like, but by the end, it was, you were an artist.
Yeah. No, I never did any of the painting. I would get high and sit there and watch it.
I went to those sip and say things, like the paint thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And it just makes me mad.
Why?
Yeah.
Because, they have this painting and everyone's, doing it. And they're like, oh, but you add your own flair. So I'm, just drunk enough and buzzed. Or I'm like, I'm an artist. And then I'm like, holy shit. By the end of it, I'm like, I am not an artist. This looks like shit. And I paid for this. And now I'm going to throw it out. What do I do now? I'm not an artist. I don't know why I think I'd be good at painting. And I don't know why I think drunk I'd be better at it.
Well, because that's what drinking does.
Well,
yeah,
true.
But
Yeah.
I was so upset about that. Anyway, where are we?
All right, so let's get to the autism awareness stuff.
Yes.
We have 15 minutes left. So it is Autism Awareness Month.
It is Autism Awareness
And this
Month.
is your first time back since you had your show here.
Right, and that was for Barbara C. Wilson, which is a school that assists children with autism. I have a daughter who is on the spectrum, which is something that a lot of we comedians share. So it is very special to talk about it, I think, on the show. Tony is just applause. He has been so vocal in SEPTAs, vocal for PALs, things that I don't even know about. We share the struggle of OPWDD.
And Access VR.
I haven't gotten there yet.
XYZ, right?
No, I'm still on the waiver. I haven't done the self-direction.
Thanks,
we
Frank.
don't get that till 7, till she's 6 or 7. Okay. But it is, it's a great month to celebrate all the differences that all of these beautiful, what they call non-neurotypical or,
Yep.
have. And, my daughter can ride a horse.
Sweet.
By herself.
That's
She's
cool.
4.
Mm-hmm.
And she can tumble. I can't tumble. Could you imagine my ass over my head? It's frightening. No one wants that. I would break my neck. So there are so many special things that that there are to celebrate, and just because everybody doesn't fit into a mold doesn't mean we should discard them.
Right.
Well, that's what I always say to Tony,
Yep.
and I know you're waiting for me to say it.
Yes, I was.
Is that if there is a spectrum, we're all on it.
Yes, correct.
So what I always take issue with is making that differentiation between listen, we all have our issues and whatnot. Some of them are just more pronounced than others, but if there is a spectrum, we all must be on it because it goes from 0 to 100, right? You have to be on there.
Instead of thinking of spectrum, my favorite thing to think about is umbrella. That we're all under this umbrella. Because if you say spectrum, you are saying 0 to 100, right? And I hate when people are low functioning, high functioning. It's well, no, that you're grouping a bunch of people into high functioning.
Right on.
So just we're under an umbrella, And we're all just trying not to get wet from the rain.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but how then?
Someone left the cake out in the rain.
But how
That's
do you,
a deep,
if you,
right? Deep track, Little MacArthur's Park.
If you're describing one particular person's level, how would you say low functioning? Would you say high functioning? How would you describe it?
No, I actually really like to stray away from metrics like that.
Okay.
Of just saying low and high. I think that you really have to look at somebody as a whole and break down their IEP and skills. And if you break down their IEP and skills into like physical, OT, things like that, then you can actually use metrics. Then that can actually be
but within those
clearly
defined
lines,
right.
exactly. But on paper, somebody may look like a mess, like me. On paper, it's like, whoa, mental illness.
On paper?
Yes.
Oh God, I don't want to see this fucking paper.
Yeah, don't look at that file.
Christ.
It is friggin' thick. It is friggin' thick. But on paper, it could look better or worse, right? And also on paper, let's be honest, our beautiful service providers are usually shooting lower on paper. The goals are higher.
I was going to say, depending on who's writing.
Right. Well, we want services.
I was about to say that you have to
Right.
paint a as bleak a picture as possible to make sure you get.
But let me
the
tell you,
services
if
you
somebody came up to me and was like, "Oh, your daughter's so high functioning," that's a friggin' slap. Like, I'm gonna slap you.
All right, but all right, but I mean, and I hear everything you said, and I appreciate the IEP and whatnot. But if I don't know, one of the owners of Governors just walked by a few minutes ago. He, as far as I know, he has no experience in that world. You're not going to sit there and describe an IEP to him.
Correct.
So if you're trying to be as basic as you can, you would never say high functioning, low functioning, to just give him an idea of a particular person?
I would say that person has autism.
Yeah, communicate because if somebody, I think I understand is that if somebody is not within, let's call it a subculture,
right?
They it's hard to communicate to people. I mean, just in general. I mean, look at the morons. Like much with the math thing that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Like we have to use generalized words to like communicate with people who are outside of the subculture.
Right.
Once you're inside the subculture is what I'm guessing is what you're saying. If somebody inside the subculture says, "Oh my God,
you're so high functioning, you're so low functioning," but if it is somebody, also that's also a great opportunity if someone knows nothing to pull them into the subculture.
Absolutely.
So, I would use that opportunity if I had time. I mean, if it's Governors, I'm about to hop on a stage and they're like, "Hey, why is that guy like?" He really loves dinosaurs.
I gotta go. He's high functioning.
Yeah. High functioning autism. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show.
I'm such a fucking hypocrite. Yeah.
No, I get on stage and be like, this guy is not high functioning autism. And they're going to be like, what is he, low functioning? I have to explain the whole goddamn thing. Right. No, but like, I just, it's just where I stand.
No, I get you. I get you. I'm not disagreeing or arguing. I'm just asking because
that's good to have.
Because you say he has autism. A lot of people, even today, even though the population has grown, but a lot of people still today, you say autism, they picture Rain Man.
Right.
And I know for me personally, my daughter is not that.
Mm-hmm.
So, in trying to.
What would you say Rain Man was? High functioning, low functioning? Because Rain Man could not live by himself.
It's a bait and switch because it's a movie and they're trying to because they
your
imply
disbelief.
Right. They imply the low functioning.
Right.
Heavily because he can't
He's in
live.
a home.
But then when they're out in the world,
he's higher functioning.
So Carol,
which is probably a critique.
I love Carol. What does she have to say?
Carol's fantastic. She has her son who's on the spectrum. Verbally impaired is used, and then the say level of autism in numbers. So explain that, Carol. So what do you mean, like on a 1 to 10 or something? Like I don't know what that means. I've never heard of that.
I haven't had a number. The verbally, what I say right now is my daughter is currently nonverbal, especially when people are talking to her and looking for
something.
Like looking back. The worst is like when I take her to get shoes or something. They're like, "Oh, little sweetie, what's your favorite color?" And I'm like, my daughter's nonverbal, and they're like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "But I think she'll like lean pink, But
as does Andy.
Right, but she does communicate. My daughter will take your hand and bring you to what she wants. And once in a while you'll hear, I like found some cookies that we hadn't had in a while, and you hear under her breath she goes, "I like those."
Oh, nice!
And I'm like, "Oh, you little bitch!" And so then she'll like, I'll have toys out, and you'll hear dinosaur, and I'm like, it's not just like dada mama,
right?
It's like straight up words,
yeah.
And I'm like, but I feel insane. because no one else hears them. And then her teachers will be like, did you know she said dinosaur today? I'm like, I know! I've been saying it!
But I would take that as more of like a specialness thing.
Yeah.
Like a warm, fuzzy specialness.
I do get
my daughter, too, didn't start talking loudly until 4.
My daughter just turned 4.
Right. So by the time she's... Yeah, so in another couple of years, you'll be wishing she'll shut up.
You know what?
I always tell my daughter to shut up.
People say that, but like I'm in for the ride.
Should hit her more.
And like I said,
Yes.
my background before about working in nonprofits, being a totally fucked up person, and like hey, kind of curbing that around has me set up for this. Like if anyone was to get was to have a child with special needs, like I'm that bitch because I'm loud. I'm gonna find.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, I'm that bitch. Also, though, like doing a lot of research on it can make you so sad because originally they thought that children who had autism or autism traits, it was caused by the mother.
Yes.
It's called refrigerator syndrome.
Yeah, and they would shame her.
Yeah, they would shame her and be like, "You are not nice.
Right.
You are not loving."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like I know that obviously has been discontinued because what they found out later was children in the Holocaust did not have refrigerator syndrome, and they were obviously taken away from their mother and things like that. Right. But for a while, like after doing all these studies, I'm like, could that be possible? Am I just the shittiest mother in the world? And I'm like, nah, Dave's real loving though. Like my husband's loving.
Right.
But yeah, you do all this research and stuff, and then OPWDD, you get involved. She goes to the special school. She does HIPAA therapy. She does music therapy. And it's just really great. And that'd be the one thing when we talk about autism awareness, like, just try things. Don't just give up. Even parent, brother, sister, mother, father, just don't give up. Just try anything. Even if you think it's not going to work for the kid, try it. Like
they have the same goals and hopes and dreams as everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to let my daughter get married. Ever.
I'll tell you, that's one positive. Like I didn't have guys knocking on the door.
Out of my fucking house.
Oh no, she can have guys, girls, whatever.
Oh no, of course she can. But I'm saying like that worry of a guy, and his intentions, and like I didn't have that worry
Maybe
because
filming.
she's yes
filming.
Just saying.
Oh, Andy, you
gotta watch out for that sort of thing. From what I hear,
from just hearsay.
I've just heard on the streets.
Hearsay on the streets.
Hard streets of
little inside joke there. So Carol says they are diagnosing as to say they are a level 4 or level 1, which is a high to low in cognition and communication. Oh, that's all new to me. I had no idea. As they are steering away from saying high functioning or low functioning. Wow.
I love that, Carol. And when she comes down, I would love to hang
Kiss her?
out.
Oh.
Kiss her, too. I have no problem. Like, you guys think, oh, girls kissing, and it's like, welcome to the real world, man. Like,
what, you like make out with your friends regularly?
No.
Oh,
but
well,
that's... oh my gosh.
Forget
just
autism
every now and
awareness.
then.
Forget autism awareness.
Forget autism out the window. No, I've had the Kavorka, though, the last couple of months. It's been really strange.
Kavorka?
The Kavorka.
The desire to make out with a woman?
The animal instinct. No. I was doing a show that I do somewhere else, and there's another producer, and he came over to give me a hug from the side, and I was talking to someone, and I turned, and he went to kiss me on the cheek, and I went to kiss him on the cheek, full mouth kiss.
Whoa.
But we were so shocked.
So much tongue.
No tongue. But we were so shocked that it felt like it lasted for like a minute, because like we didn't know what to do. We were like, this isn't right. And these situations have been happening to me, though. I think, like, the moon is in whore.
Well, what do you mean? The moon is in whore?
I think so, because I have been...
The whorehouse.
Well, what do you mean? You've been in other situations like that?
Yes.
Recently?
Recently, like, very recent. And it's just been really crazy for me, because I'm not that person. So, like...
And what did your husband say about this?
He's beating off in the corner.
Oh, that's
he
fine.
might be a cuck. I don't know. But, no, he's busy. He's an accountant right now, so, like, things are real busy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So no wonder.
What is he normally during the rest of the year?
Accountant.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Just the way that you said that kind of
no, because it's like he's a forensic accountant.
I know he does dead people's taxes?
I was just about to say that too.
No, he gets hired by third parties to like investigate fraud.
He's Quincy.
Yeah, all right.
But
I have no idea.
As an accountant.
Right.
Obviously, there hasn't been a TV show about that.
Well, that was
It's like House. He's the House of accountants.
Quincy's accountant. That was the
Again,
failed...
they will never make that fucking TV show because people would be falling asleep before the fucking credits were over.
Oh, my God. But he can...
Opening credits.
If you ever see my husband with an Excel spreadsheet, that's what did it for me. I hired him to do something for me that I needed
The things he does to Excel spreadsheets?
Jesus.
So what you're saying is he's high functioning with Excel.
Slipped right out of your chair.
Oh my God! Like just wet off. Ugh.
Does he? So he's like spread. Does he like say Excel spread? Never mind.
I get Excel. I get spread.
Yeah,
spread
I was
cheeks.
trying to work in. Yeah, spread cheeks.
Excel spread cheeks. Wordplay.
Puns, so much fun. Puns are so much fun. No, but that's my life. So yeah, autism awareness. So be aware, be loving to everybody around you, especially the Andes in the world, and yeah, you'll be good to go.
No, please don't love me.
And the benefit you did here for Barbara Wilson School was a big success, was it not?
It actually was, yeah. We raised almost just from what we did in house here, not the other fundraisers that I was doing simultaneously. It was around $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Believe it or not, I'm semi-liked, which is weird.
I really don't believe.
I don't see it, right? I don't see it.
Yeah, because it's more than semi.
I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, it's flaccidly liked. I'm flaccid.
Flaccidly. All right, it's just about time for us to go. What do you got this weekend? Anything?
I'm hosting a show tomorrow.
Very nice. Well, you have anything?
No, I don't want to mention. Just come to check out my Facebook.
Oh my God, Andy, could you shut up for a minute? May 12th, May 12th, I'm doing a show with Andy. We will be at Master Grill in Massapequa. Please call and get your reservations. You can see more of this delicious banter, and I immediately regret using the word delicious.
I regret that you used banter.
Yeah. And thank you so much for having me on the show. Happy birthday, Tony.
Anytime. Thank you for the gifts and the donuts.
I
Very
got
nice
to
of
meet
you.
Frank. He's a talent powerhouse.
I've messed with Frank so much over the last few years.
You guys messed
This is
around?
actually the first time.
Can
I wish. Now I see him.
I want to jam.
Yeah, play something else to take us out with.
Yeah. Outro.
Yeah, exactly.
Country Roads or something.
No any Spice Girls?
What is the Spice Girls? What is the most recorded song ever? That's my little trivia question for you today.
The Bible.
National anthem.
Recorded song.
Oh, so people have covered it?
Yes. You probably know this, right? Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I'm not a music person, really.
Just keep going.
Yesterday.
That's the answer?
Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
What is the only Norwegian pop group that made it to the Billboard charts in the United States?
ABBA.
No,
they're Swedish.
I don't know. Norwegian?
Close though, sort of.
Oh, Ace of Base.
They're not Norwegian.
I don't know. Aha.
It's Aha. Very good.
Play that.
Take on me. Take on me. Take me.
What else you got? Come on.
I went to go see a friend of mine in a band, but they actually played that. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I was floored. I couldn't believe.
You gotta play it.
I couldn't believe they played that. What? You don't know something she requested?
I request out of the box things.
What-
I'm like over here, like.
what did you request?
How about Man in the Box?
If
What
you're
did-
gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Who sings that?
Just play, play some Skinner, play some Cash, whatever you want.
Baby, if you ever wonder.
What the hell?
I don't
This
know
is
why.
what you come up with?
What is this shit?
Hey, that's a WKRP in Cincinnati theme song. What the
It's funny
hell?
because I just watched a documentary
Give him a
about the chick that played the ad buying character.
Bailey.
That's it, Bailey.
Oh God!
Literally yesterday, I
There's so
just
much
saw
pressure
that.
on this outro now. There's so much pressure. Do you know? How about Soul Man? How about anything?
Soul Man.
Anything. I just like something you sing when you're drunk. On a dusty road.
Sex Machine.
Coming to
On a dusty road. Good loving. I got a truckload. So when you get it, you got something. And don't worry, 'cause I'm coming, Andy.
I'm a soul man. A soul man. Soul man. Soul man.
That was awful. All right.
The hard way.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Jen, for again for all the gifts and everything. Thank you, Frank, for the fries that I'm now sick on because I already ate stuff before I had fries. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Today is Friday. Donversations tonight at 8 o'clock. with Don Sill. Then we're off this weekend, and we're going to take lots of video footage to show you guys next week.
Yeah, you are.
And, well, Bosie's not going, so it won't be like that.
Yeah, right.
I've got a story about
now
this.
you don't have Bosie to blame it on.
Well, that's true. That's why we wanted to take him. That's it. So we'll be back on Monday. Jules will be in here with me, and our guest will be singer. Do you know Pamela Lewis? Do you know Pamela?
I know the name.
Yeah, she'll be in here on Monday with us. So have a great weekend, everybody. Here comes the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling trailer. It's going to premiere here on Govs May 15th with Mark Riccadonna and Richie Byrne. Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you later.
Bartlett, ladies and gentlemen.
Rob Bartlett! Rich Voss is here. Rich Voss.
Mark DeMeo right here. How about it, Mark DeMeo?
Jim Grumpier.
Carrie Carabas.
Chris Roach, everybody.
Chris Roach. Lisa Lampanelli. How about it?
Lisa.
Yay! Richie Benavides.
Don Jameson.
Oh, yeah. The only Vanessa Hollingshead. How about it? Woo!
Rick Overton.
Yes, Rick Overton. Hey. Mr. Joey Cola. How about that?
Joey Cola is. Oh boy. He already forgot. He already forgot us on. That's how old he is. He was. Hey, Joey.
Joey.
Well, I hear them, but I don't see them.
Joey. We're inside the china cabinet.
Well, look to your left, to your right, or wherever. I don't know. It's back.
Hey, we're on your computer.
Hey.
Oh, there you are.